Hello and welcome to Maggie's Fun Time. This is Magzie, and we are back here on Hypixel Skyblock. This is a vanilla server. If you guys like this episode, make sure you smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get into this. I am setting my settings, guys. So just give me a second. There we go. So, today is Tuesday. Tuesdays and Thursdays we do a version of the guide. I don't know how much further we're going to go with the guide. There's another thing that I want to do on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I'm hoping we get to do that soon. There's a couple of parts of the game that I actually can't cover because I've never done it. I don't want to just regurgitate like stuff I've never done. So putting a hold on the guide until I actually do that content is probably a good idea. I know there's a couple more islands we need to go over. Including the Crimson Isle, and then we'll probably be done with the guide series for now. And the next thing you guys will see on Tuesdays and Thursdays is probably going to be a Let's Play of the Windows edition of Minecraft, because I got a new add-on and I've been dying to try it out, and I refuse to play it on console. So, let's get into this. Today is about the armors for the garden. Which ones you are actually supposed to be using, and which ones are just the progression. We're going to go over progression, put it that way. So, the first armor that you're going to get for farming on the garden is probably going to be not the greatest armor to do that for. So, the first armor you're probably going to go for the garden is you're probably going to go from the farming suit here. Just a basic fortune here. It's just hay bales. It's super cheap. And then you're probably going to grind up enough with wheat that you're going to be getting this armor set. Now, this armor set does have a substantial increase. It does also increase your speed, so it'll help you out with farming. And this is the one you'll probably go with. It does have 2 slots in it for farming fortune things. So this is the one I would suggest to start out with on the island. Now, everybody and their brother will tell you that the first progression for armors is the rabbit armor. This is the rabbit armor. As you can see, it's 15 farming fortune across the board. And it actually gives you a tier bonus that increases that by another 10. So 25 total. I don't know if that's per piece or it's just a flat number 10 on top of that. So you're going to be getting what, 60, 75? No, 70 total farming fortune. And if we go back and look at the armor here, it's 10, 20, 30, 40. So it is a little bit of an increase there. However, let's look at that. Hold on. Stupid thing. Rabbit. Yeah. There's only 1 gemstone slot and you can get 2 on the other one. So for me personally, you are going to get higher from just the flat amounts, but I believe you're going to get more than that from the gemstone slot. So I would say skip this, especially since it requires enchanted rabbit hide and enchanted rabbit feet. And I'm pretty sure you're going to have to buy this. You're not going to grind out rabbits to get this just so you can go do the garden stuff. So you're going to have to buy this off the auction house. The other one, you're going to be able to make no matter what. You got to grind wheat first. So there's no extra money put into it. You're going to be grinding wheat. You might as well just grind out the suit first, then the minion, and then switch to carrots, and then go on from there. So, yeah, so that's the first one. After that, you're going to want to start grinding melons as soon as you unlock melons and pumpkins. And for that, you're going to want to do pumpkins first, not melons. Pumpkins first. And the reason why is there's 2 pieces of armor in here that you actually need. One is the lantern helmet. The lantern helmet gives you 230 health, 116 defense. It comes with 2 gemstone slots. And if we look here, while you're holding, while you get defense. Okay, let me back up. You get defense and health per farming level. So if you're level 50, you're gonna get 100 health and then 400 more. I'm sorry, 400 more health and 100 more defense, or 200 more health. But while you're holding an axe, you get extra farming fortune. So if you have 50 farming levels, you're going to get 50 extra farming fortune just by holding your axe. So this is what you're going to want to use for grinding out your melon armor. Now, if you go buy your melon armor, you don't have to worry about this. You can disregard this. Although, I do believe up until Fermento armor, this set of armor that I'm telling you here is going to give you the best overall farming fortune when you're farming stuff that takes an axe. Cocoa beans, pumpkins, melons. So just be mindful of that. This is going to give you the most increase in health. I'm not sorry. Farming fortune for farming those 3 crops. The next piece you're going to want to get is the farmer's boots. Now you can buy this, you can craft it. You probably want to go ahead and upgrade this one to the rancher's boots as soon as possible. I'll show you the recipe for both of these. Also, let's look at the Lantern recipe. It's literally 2 stacks of enchanted pumpkins, which are really, really easy to get, especially since basically what people do is they'll grind one crop, switch it out, grind the next crop, switch it out until they get all of them unlocked, and then they start making their own personal farms from the garden. That's usually how people do it. So, and the default melon and pumpkin farms are just perfect. It's fine. You can get 2 plots of them going, and you can just farm out what you need to of there, then switch over to your own farm layout when you get that done. Because you're going to be switching at the beginning of your garden, you're going to be switching your farms out. You're not going to have a lot of room there, and your objective on the garden is to unlock the next tier of gardens, so you unlock the next crop, so you can get that one ground out collection-wise. Money making and setting up personal farms. When you're starting out, you can't do that anyway. Like, you're gonna have to be grinding out compost. You're gonna have to be getting your farming tools like the ruler and the builder's wand and all that kind of stuff. The promise and shovel you should already have. It's a staple. You should get in that like first thing. But literally first thing, grab 2 iron and go to the spider den and get it. Anyway, so and then it's a torch. Farming boots here is literally 4 stacks, which is a little bit more expensive. 4 stacks of enchanted pumpkins. It is also way up in the tree here, so you need a 50,000 collection in order to get this one. And then that upgrades into the rancher's boots. If we look here, the rancher's boots surrounded by 2, was it 16 total? 16 polished pumpkins. And those are quite expensive. Quite expensive. So you can buy these. They are also expensive. Now we're going to go into these. I'm going to stay on this page here. So the farmer's boots by themselves is the ones you're going to get to begin with, and then you're going to try to upgrade these when you can. The rancher's boots let you adjust your speed. Okay? And it also grants immunity to trampling crops. The problem I have with these boots, the rancher's boots, is although there are 2 or 3 maybe crops that you need to use these for, you can get around not using these. You're going to get so much more farming fortune from using Fermento. All right, once you get Fermento, you're going to want to use the head and the boots from Fermento, and you're not going to want to use these boots unless you absolutely have to for efficient farming. Okay, so unless you absolutely have to, you're not going to be using these for efficient farming. But when you're farming pumpkins and you're farming melons, these are kind of like the go-to thing. So you look at these ones, you do get farming fortune. While in the garden, these boots instead give you +1 farming fortune for every farming level. This is instead of the 2 defense and 4 speed. So, again, at 50, you're going to have an extra 50 farming fortune on top of the 50 for the helmet. So that's automatic. If you've used your calculation there, how farming fortune works is at 100 farming fortune, you get an extra crop. All right, so this plus the helmet gives you 1 extra crop automatically right off the top. All right, that's why you want it. That's why you want to use these 2 when you're doing melons and pumpkins. Now, once you do that, you're going to be wearing these farming boots and the lantern helmet, and you're going to be wearing the chest piece. Sorry, went back too far. And the legs from your farming armor, and that's going to be your main farming suit until you unlock melon armor. Now, as soon as I had melon armor unlocked, I crafted, go up here, I crafted the boot, the legs and the chest first. Okay? Legs and chest first. And then I did the helmet and the boots later. And then for me, I switched out then. I went ahead and went with the full set of melon armor. Is this going to give you the most? But why you want to use the full set here is because of the set bonus for the set. It gives you extra chance to drop the crappie. Crappie is your next set of armor. You need crappie to go to squash armor. You need squash to go to fermento. So we'll get into those in a second, but these ones are literally 5 enchanted melon in each slot for the basic same armor recipe that you guys know and love. So this one's going to be 25. This one's going to be 20. This one's going to be 35. This one's going to be 40. So you make that armor. And now we're going to get into recipes that aren't actually in the list here. So I'm going to have to get those out. So the next one you're going to be going for is you're going to be grinding out crops so that you can do, so you can get crappie. Where is, oh yeah, they switched it. Okay. Garden sack. And I do have some crappie. Let's get a slot open so we can look at the recipe here. So after you get the melon armor, you're going to want to be grinding wheat, carrots, and potatoes exclusively unless there's a farming contest for one of the other ones. Make sure that you switch back to your lantern helm and your rancher's boots or farmer's boots to do your melons and your cocoa beans and your pumpkins. But other than that, you're going to want to be wearing this full melon set, and you're going to be wanting to doing carrots, wheat, and potatoes. And that will give you crappies. And then you need these items. So you're going to want to have some box of seeds. You're going to want to have tightly tied hay bales. You're going to want to have some enchanted baked potatoes. You're going to want to have some enchanted golden carrots. And then some more for that. So you need, what is it, 2, 4 tightly tailed hay bales. What's that, 18? About 24 boxes of seeds, 30 enchanted golden eggs, and then 45 enchanted baked potatoes. And then that's going to give you the crappie armor. Now, as you can see here, the crappie armor is going to require you to farm pumpkins, melons, and cocoa beans for a chance to get squash. Once you get the crappie armor, you need to switch to all crappie armor. It's not about farming fortune anymore. It's about getting the crop so you can get to the next stage, all right? Well, you need the squash drop chance. You need the maximum squash. It's going to take you forever to get it, all right? If you can, I think you can buy them. So if you want to buy them, that's cool. You can do that. I'm talking about strictly if you're grinding this out yourself and you're trying to get these armors yourself. You're going to want to wear the full crappie armor, all right? Once you get crappie armor, you'll be getting squash. Let's go ahead and put up our crappie here. And I keep wanting to go in here for the stuff, but it's not there anymore. Garden sack. Where's my crappie? There's my squash. There we go. So squash here. For squash, you're going to want to have polished pumpkins, enchanted melons. Each one of these requires the previous suit of armor, so you do need that. And if you want the armors for your museum, make sure you make an extra set and put those in the museum. And you want some enchanted cookies, all right? As you can see, each one of the recipes has all of those in there, so you're going to want a substantial amount of those. I'll let you decide the totals there. But that's the recipes. You can pause the video. You can look it up on the wiki for those. Once you get squash armor unlocked, you're going to want to farm sugarcane, cactus, mushrooms, and netherwort. Now, I can tell you from personal experience and from the wiki, sugarcane drops the most fermento. It drops it the most. However, I would suggest doing mushrooms. And the reason why I suggest doing mushrooms is because mushrooms will make you the most money out of all these at the start. It's real easy to set up your thing. You're probably already going to have it set up for enchanted mushrooms because of your pet that you're going to be used. And I'll show you pets in a minute, guys. We'll go over that in a second. But the pets you're going to be using, you're going to probably have enchanted mushrooms set up in your personal compactor. But this one gives you fermento. Now, I don't think I actually have any fermento to show you guys that recipe. So we might have to go buy one. I could pause the video and grind it out real quick. Let me put this up. Let me check my bag, see if I may have got an extra one in here somewhere. No. It's fine. It's fine. It won't hurt us to grab one off the edge. Well, actually, I've got a booster cookie on right now. I don't have a good booster cookie. Do I have any fun stuff? I did lose. Well, I didn't lose. They're still there. I guess we're going to the bazaar manually. Two. I need to restart that one. Garden. Fermento. We're just going to buy one. I just want to show you guys the recipe here. So, this is condensed fermento. That's the garden sack. You want the condensed fermento here. It's not going to show us the recipes without the condensed fermento, is it? Dang it. Condensed fermento is really expensive. I think what I need to do is go ahead and sell that back, and then I can buy one of these. There we go. This is condensed fermento. You need a complete filled inventory crafting recipe to get the condensed fermento, and you're going to need 8 of these for the armor set. As you can see there, this is not like the regular previous sets of armor. And you're going to want squash armor for each one of these. And you're actually going to want to farm out a substantial amount of each one of the crops. So you need 32 there, 32 there, 32 there for the enchanted sugarcane. There is both red and blue red and brown mushrooms there, there, and there, and there, and then so that's 2 whole stacks, right, of each one. And then you want mutant netherwort for the pants and the legs, and that'll give you the fermento armor. Once you get the fermento armor, unless you actually need the rancher's boots to efficiently mine, you want to use the rancher boot, the fermento boots, and the fermento set, period. All the fermento set. You don't want to, don't care what videos tell you. There's ways around that. I promise you, you can crouch and still farm at top speeds, all right? You don't need the boots to adjust your speed. You only need to do that for very, very select few crops. That's it. One that I can think of is cactus is much easier with the rancher boots on. So you guys understand that one. Mushrooms also one that you can use rancher's boots on, and it'll be a little bit more effective. But you can get by without them. You don't need them. I already did a video on that. And then the fermento is going to be your armor set. That's going to be your armor set. I don't know if you want to put gemstones in your other sets yet. I would just wait till you get the fermento made or bought, and then put the sets in there. Now, you will need to unlock the gemstone slots, and in order to do that, you'll need, I believe... Do I have it on? I do not have it on. Good. We can go over to the dwarven mines. I do believe you need to unlock these slots, so I'm going to check that just so I know for you guys. Yeah, so the first slot is 20 and 50,000. The second slot is 40 and 100,000, and then you can put gemstones in there. And it's the same for all 4 of the armor pieces. I don't have mine set up yet. I will be getting that done soon. And that's the basic armor sets, guys. Now, there's other equipment you're going to be wanting to use. Let's go back to my island. There's 2 pets that you can reliably use for your garden. Stop it. The first one is the mushroom pet. As you can see here, it gives you 140 farming fortune. It has the ability to make your mushroom and mycelium minions work 30% faster. But what you want is mushroom eater. When you break mature crops, there is a 100% chance. This is as you level up your thing. I have mine's 100, so yours will be a lesser chance until you get 100. But it has a 100% chance to drop a mushroom. Just breaking crops gives you mushrooms. And there's farming strength. You gain farming fortune per strength. Now, your armor doesn't give you strength. So there is a way that people do where they'll use a weapon that is not a farming tool that has an ungodly amount of strength on it, and then they'll reforge for strength. And then they use the mushroom pet to get a bunch of farming fortune from that. And then the other one is the elephant pet. Now, I've almost maxed mine. He's almost maxed. Look at that. Look at that. He's almost maxed. You will get better farming fortune from this guy. Now, the reason why that is because of his trunk efficiency there. If you look at that, grants 100 and almost 150. I'm assuming it's going to be 149 at the end of the day. But almost 150. Shut up. My alarm was going off. Almost 150 farming fortune. And if you add that to the other fortune there, you're going to get about 180 farming fortune from the elephant pet. 180 farming fortune from the elephant pet. Like I'm an intelligence build. If you're a strength, if you're a melee build, you'll probably have more than I do. but my strength alone is almost 200 there. So every 20 would be 5 more sets of that, so you would get like 2 or 3 more points of farming fortune. Like, you're not going to get that much from strength. This is the whole point. You're not going to be making up the extra 30 difference, 40 difference that the mushroom pet is going to give you, but you'll make more money. So these are the 2 pets you'll be using in general. You'll be using the mushroom pet for money. You'll be using the elephant pet for crops. So maximum crops, maximum profit. That's the way it works. I think there's a couple other farming pets that people use. The slug pet, if you want to concentrate on pest chance and do that kind of thing. I can't think of any other one that you would use, to be honest with you. The bee pet you can use does give you a slight farming fortune. It's not that great. Now, if you are going to be using these pets, make sure both of them have the green bandana on them. I have the yellow because I haven't gotten the green bandana yet. I like to get my stuff off of drops, especially when it comes to held items. But I will show you guys the green bandana, and I'll show you guys where to get the yellow bandana. Okay, so the green bandana you'll have to buy from the. If you're going to buy it, you have to buy it here. Green band. That should give us the bandana. There it is. Put this by lowest, and it's going to cost you 3 million per. It's going to give you 4 farming fortune for each of your garden levels. Okay. Now the yellow bandana, and you'll have to excuse my garden here. I think there's pests on it right now. I haven't gathered them up yet. Yeah, there is. I'll go do that after the video. Come on. Come on. The yellow bandana is in here. You just buy it. It's 300 copper. Copper's easy to get. Just do your visitor trades. And that's a flat 30, all right? So, green bandana gives you so much per garden level. Mine's 14 or 13. Yeah. And it was what? I forgot now. And I don't think I have one either. It should still be up. Yes. 4. So it would be dramatically more. It's not that much more, though, is it? It's not that much more. 50 something as opposed to 30. It's a little bit more. It's a little bit more. It's a little bit more. Okay, so I think I'm going to stop here for equipment. There is one more thing you need to do. You want to make sure that you get the Lotus armor sets. That does have rooted on it. So make sure you put the rooted reforge on those. And you'll be wearing those when you're farming too. I don't have them on now. I haven't been farming for a while. And if we go over, and you know what? I did 2 contests yesterday. I promise you, I could have got gold if I'd have had that armor set on, or that equipment, because I forgot that I wasn't wearing it, and I almost got gold in pumpkins last night. We'll have to try pumpkins again with that on. I think that's the difference I needed for that one. Melons, I don't think I was even close. Yeah, I don't think I was even close, actually. I'm just like inches away. Anyway, those are also bought from the garden shop. So if we come into the garden here, there it is. They are quite expensive. So 50, 150, 350, so 850 total for the set here. It is worth it. Just As you go, grab one. You get 50, go ahead and grab this one. When you get 100, go ahead and grab this one. When you get 200, go ahead and grab this one. When you get 500, go ahead and grab this one. Get those on. Get the reforges on it. There is reforging here for equipment. I thought there was. Maybe there's not, but you do get one from the visitors. You will be grinding out visitors, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. You'll eventually get it. You can also buy the reforges off the bazaar. I'm gonna go and cut it here. I want to do a separate episode for tools. And that'll probably be end it for the garden. I've already done most of my layouts and stuff for here. The next island I think I want to do, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look at see which ones we got here. Do I want to do a pest guide? I don't think I actually need to do that. Although there's a little intricacy nuances of the pet stuff. There's some stuff that you can do to increase your pest chances of spawning. You can make some money off of pest. You can make good collections off of pest. So maybe we'll combine those into with the equipment. But I don't want these videos to be too long. So I'm going to go ahead and end the equipment here. That's the basic tier of equipment you're going to be wanting Fermento to end. And your Fermento armor should look something like this, only with gemstone slots in it. Bustling. Yep. You don't have to have it enchanted. I don't think there's any enchantments that actually help out yet with that. But this is kind of what it's going to look like. Only you should probably reforge this. No, recombinate it would probably be better. And I haven't had the money to do that, but it is coming, guys. You will see this as mythic armor. This all should be mythic armor by the time you're done with it. That'll give you the maximum bonus. If you know a different reforge than when I'm using bustling, anything that's better that would give you more farming fortune on your armors, let me know in the comments down below. I will put the link to the wiki page to that specific reforge in the description. If you like this episode, make sure you smack that like button. It really helps out the channel with YouTube views, YouTube searches, YouTube algorithm movement for the channel. If you subscribe to my channel and you want to get notifications when I have new videos out, all you got to do is go to my page, hit the notification bell, set your settings inside the notification bell. You get notifications whenever you want them, not just whenever YouTube wants to send them to you. Subscribe button. Notifications are in the subscribe button now. And you can come check out the videos. If you do like this video and want to help support the channel, there's a share tab down below. There's links there to social media site. There's a link there for you to copy and post on YouTube community page. Any tips, tricks, or comments, put it in the comments down below. See you guys later.